What is happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan, and welcome back to Green and Gold Games and my Let's Play of Super Mario All-Stars. Today, we're going to be tackling the next game in the lineup. One of my favorite of all time, Super Mario Bros. 3. And basically, we're going to be tackling one world per episode, so this next game will take 8 episodes to complete. Because we're going to go through the entire game from start to finish. So let's do this. Yeah, in All-Stars they actually added in an intro theme for Mario 3, which is something that they didn't have in the original. It was just silent. Alright, let's do this. Alright, world number 1. The great thing about Super Mario Bros. 3 is it was the first Mario game to feature a map screen, where you can basically select which levels you want, in the order that you want. Well, for the most part. Which is something that would become prevalent in future Mario games. Starting out here, we have 6 regular worlds, a castle, a fortress, and a Hammer Brothers. So if you're ready, let's rock and roll. That's something I'm going to have to get used to. And this was also the first Mario game that allowed you to pick up shells and other items by running into them. There is a method to my madness here. I need to find another coin. There is one in the sky. Or there's one right there. That'll work. Okay. Now the purpose of what I am doing here is I'm trying to make it so that my coin counter and the second to last number of my score is the same. Because if I'm able to do that, then the Hammer Brother will turn into a coin ship. And of course it doesn't do it, because damn it. Alright. Because the time left was an odd number. Okay, I'm not going to touch any coins for the moment. Well, at least try not to, anyways. Okay, watch what happens. Budgeting. So now the Hammer Brother has turned into a coin ship. Alright, line up the pictures and get a prize. You only get one try. Pooh. Okay, whatever. Alright, World 3. Or Level 3. Now we got Hammer Brothers that can throw boomerangs. And right here is a red music note block. Jump onto this, and shaboing! We go to coin heaven. This is a great way to rack up on one-ups. Especially when you do this. There's a secret here as well. If you go back over this way and hold down on this white block for a few seconds, you'll fall behind it. Now what you do is you run towards the exit and boom. One toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land. The whistle. Now, of course, everybody should know what the whistle does. But just in case you don't, watch what happens. You use the whistle, boom, you're at the warp zone. Now, depending on how many whistles you have, you can, if you have just one whistle like this, you can go to level 2, level 3, or level 4. Or if you have two, you can use the warp whistle once to come here, and then when you use the warp whistle a second time, you can go straight to World 8. But that's not what we're doing. We're going through this entire game completely. First we need an item. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save right here, because there's something else I do want to demonstrate. This is one of the levels where if you get a certain number of coins, you will get a white mushroom house, and it'll appear right here. But for this case, you have to be pretty much perfect, and you really need, basically you really need the raccoon suit. Or at the very least, you need to be big. There's a 1-up right here. That's a bit risky to get to. And there's a 1-up right there. I believe it's 44 coins that you gotta get. And if that's the case, well, we nailed it. Let's see. Cha-ching! So you get a certain number of coins in a certain level of the game, in each world. Well, at least in worlds 1 through 7. Then you get the white mushroom house. The odd-numbered mushroom houses give away power wings, which are very useful. And the even-numbered worlds give out the rare anchor, which for a run like this is pretty much useless. If you get to the castle and you die on the airship, it'll usually fly away. The anchor will keep it rooted in place to prevent that from happening. Because sometimes if you try to blow through a world and you've got uncompleted levels, it could go to a spot on the map where you have to complete that level in order to get to the airship, which can be kind of annoying. But for a run like this, it really isn't necessary. Hello, you found my shop of strange and wonderful things. The Power Wing. Let's also note that you can actually get the first 2 warp whistles of 3 in this world alone. The first one is in level 3, the second one is here, in the first fortress. There's Fire Flower, which we don't need at the moment. And if we want to get to the warp whistle, we need the raccoon suit, which we're going to do to shortcut this level. Just fly up here. And of course, if you ever watched The Wizard, you'll know that this is up here, the movie The Wizard. And there's the second warp whistle. Boom. Alright, now we go to level 5. The first underground area of the game. And I really love how the Super Nintendo version of this game just really gives you really nice looking backgrounds. The NES ones did their job too, and it looked nice too. But the Super Nintendo version, it's definitely, I think, the superior version, for sure. Some more coin heaven action. Careful right here. Ouch. Oh well, whatever. We're out of here. Now if you're able to run full tilt before you get into the black curtain, you should get a star each and every time if you aim for the lower left corner. Also, I believe at every 80,000 points you get the in-card game, which will allow you to get all kinds of cool items and stuff. But more on that later. Here's level 6. This might be considered, well, after level 4, one of the toughest levels of World 1, because of all the precision jumping that you gotta do. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy. And that's level 6 down. Let's get to the Toad House real quick. Fire Flower, nice. And now for the coin ship. Now this is awesome sauce. It's just coins, coins, and more coins. Isn't there a 1-up around here somewhere? Huh, guess not. Oh, there it is. I knew there was a 1-up around here somewhere. And then you fight the hammer, or the boomerang brothers as our... Ow. Starman. Oh, and there's the end coin. Nice. Or the end card. Flip over any 2 cards and see if they match. Miss twice and you're out. Okay, so basically you flip over any 2 cards and you get that item. Now every board is different, but they will have some similarities. Like for instance, this will always be a mushroom, this will always be a fire flower, and this will always be a star. Like that. See if we can find a fire flower or a mushroom. There's a mushroom. That's a fire flower, so boom. Already got a fire flower, a star, and a mushroom. There's another star. Nope, that's a 1-up. Have to remember that for next time. Alright, all the other levels have been cleared out. Let's go to the level 1 castle. World 1 castle, I should say. Now in this case, Princess Peach has not been kidnapped yet. What happens is all of the kings of the various areas of the Mushroom Kingdom have been transformed into, well, different animals. So we need to find the magic wand. Into what is the new boss areas of the Mario franchise, well, at least at this point. The Koopa Kids. This one's pretty simple. And that's it for world number 1. Can't remember if that's Iggy or Larry. And as you can see, with the wand back in place, the king has been returned to his normal self. And now we get a letter from the princess. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool. Basically, at the end of every world, except for World 7, she'll give you a hint as to the types of enemies you face or traps that are coming up, and she'll enclose an item that you can use. In this case, our second Power Wing. And with that, we'll be moving to World 2, the Desert World. But we'll do that next time. So, save the game right here. And that'll do it for this edition of Green and Gold Games, my Let's Play of Super Mario All-Stars. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is the PackerMan, signing out.